Dare to be the best. Dare to be bold enough to claim that you are the best before there is any evidence to support that. Because the people who get the attention, the people who create radical change, the people who get the money and the influence are the people who call themselves the best before they are the best. And there's one of two things that could happen, right? When you claim your seat on the throne, one of two things will happen. Either people will agree and think, fuck yeah, you're the best. Oh my gosh, I have to follow this person. They are clearly embodied in their leadership. That's the first one. Or two, people are gonna be like, you're full of shit. This isn't my kind of content, and they're gonna move. They're gonna go away. And that is exactly what you want. It's exactly what you want. And in proclaiming to be the best, I want you to understand that that does not make you conceited. That does not make you bad. That does not mean that you've lost touch or that you're delusional. No, not at all. What it actually means is that you are daring to claim your gifts. You are being unapologetic. You are being vocal. You are being bold enough to come through and say, like, hey, I'm the best to ever do it. I'm the best to ever be me. I'm the best to show up as whatever your avatar's name is. There's only one of you. There will never be another one of you with the same exact circumstances, with the same exact name, with the same exact karmic lessons, spiritual goals, with the same exact intentions that you have. So you are the best to ever do it. Period. Period. So there's a lot of matrix programming around how bragging is bad, right? But you are not here to brag for validation, right? That's not why we do this. That's not why we claim the throne. That's not why we step up and say, I'm the best to ever do it. No, you are here to lead the collective. And what happens is when you are brave enough to say, like, I am the best to ever do this, people who look like you. So, for example, for me, women of color step up and say, whoa, I can do this too. People who have similar ideas to you look up to you and think, wow, if they're doing it, maybe I can pursue my own soul gifts as well. And the bottom line is that our goal is to create a world where everyone is completely sovereign, right? Where we have the freedom to pursue what truly lights our soul on fire and to live comfortably by sharing our soul gifts with the world, right? That is the goal. So you have to be able to overlook this matrix programming that has been, that you've been conditioned, that's conditioned you to stay small, okay? You have to be able to overlook it. You have to be able to deal with the hate comments because they will come. People will project onto you when they feel like, wow, this person is reaching too close to the sun. I could not even get off the ground and fly. You see what I'm saying? So they start to feel threatened by your presence because your very presence shatters their concept of what is allowed. Your very existence distorts their perception of what can actually be done because these people are they're so asleep. The haters that you'll get, right? When you start to claim your throne, these people are so asleep that they see anyone who stands up against the system, which is what we're doing, right? By living in our soul gifts, by attempting to claim this throne. They see people like us and they feel threatened because they feel like they could never do that, because they could never be that. And that's okay. Allow them to have their journey. Allow them to project their shortcomings onto you. That's okay. What you need to do is you need to understand who the fuck you are. And I mean like unshakable. You need to have the confidence that no matter what anyone comes and says to you, it's not going to break you because you know your mission, you know your intention, you know that your intentions are good, you know that you're here to uplift the collective, and that has to be more important than your ego. It has to be more important than you're human. My nonprofit End Rape Culture allowed me to serve hundreds of women in real life. I was, I say this all the time on NPR, on NBC, you know, on multiple podcasts, on the radio. It was a revolution that was for my human. That was for my human, right? My human was violated when I was just 14, molested by my cousin. And then I was raped when I was 17. And that's how I lost my virginity. And so it was deeply healing for me to create a space where I can help other survivors of sexual assault heal, right? And that was for my human. But this revolution that I'm leading now, the revolution where we usher in an era of sovereignty, right? And this is actually in alignment with human design, right? We have the prophecy of 2027, um, the era of the sleeping phoenix, where we are moving away from Christ consciousness, from like this Pisces era of self-sacrifice that our parents grew up in, right? That many other generations prior to many of our ancestors, a lot of our lineage, they have lived in this this idea that self-sacrifice was the only way to move forward. Now we're stepping into the age of Aquarius, and if you are alive right now during 2025 when I'm recording this video, you are part of the bridge, right? The bridge you chose to incarnate during this crucial time where we are transitioning from being, from sacrificing ourselves to the point that, you do everything for your job, you do everything for your family. Now we're moving into an era where we're becoming more self-sufficient. We're moving into an era where living off of your dreams is not only going to be the norm, it's going to be, it's going to be available to more and more people. And we're leading the charge in that revolution. This is a revolution for my soul, a revolution that our souls are choosing to lead together. So, with that, please brag about yourself. Claim to be the best to ever do it, and then rise to meet that version of yourself. Okay, because when you rise to meet that version of yourself, when the very marrow that fills your bones, is when that is coated in truth, right? When the blood that flows through your veins is is filled with the best you could possibly be, right? With on a cellular level, right? When the food that you ingest, when the content that you consume, when it's all aligned with the absolute best version of yourself, you're going to create the best that you could possibly create. And that is what the collective deserves. And that's what you deserve. You deserve nothing short of the best. And you are the best. Okay. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next episode, the next video on Monday, next Monday. Okay, so a reminder that I still, as of today is the last day, 7/7/2025. Today is the last day to claim the Business by Design course/mentorship bundle on sale. The sale is actually ridiculous. It's bonkers. I don't know why. I don't know why I decided to do like such a crazy ass sale. Spirit told me to do it, but it's never going to be this cheap again. It's never going to be this accessible as far as the price point ever again. So if that is something that you are interested in, once again, I help you decode your soul's destiny. So we look at your one-of-one astrology and help you determine what your soul's purpose is in this incarnation. So we discover your soul's destiny, and then I teach you the basic tech about how to launch a business in alignment with your soul in days, not weeks, not months, not years, in days. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the most aligned ways for you to monetize that. And that's the course. But then the best part about it, truly, 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 is the group mentorship that you receive on the back end. And the cool thing about that is that we are completely recalibrating your identity. You will not be the same person who walks into the container by the time you walk out. Okay. I see you. I see the best of you, and I'm going to hold that vision for as long as it takes so that you can step into your power, so that you can create from your full power, so that you can uplift the collective using your soul gifts in the way that only you can. If that sounds like something that's interesting to you, I would love to see you inside. Business by Design is for you. Other than that, I have podcast episodes dropping every Wednesday and Sunday. That's Soul Mirror, The Journey to Unbecoming. It's so good, so activating. I've gotten so much like love for it. People are telling me it's so fucking good. Like I know it's so fucking good. But other than that, just be sure to like and subscribe and I'll see you on the next video. I love you.